IEEMA/Elecrama 2016 webinar. I would like to introduce myself. I am Anil Nagarani and I am the organizing secretary for Elecrama 2016, and also I am the Deputy Director General for IEEMA. First, I would like to give you a small idea about our organization, introduce our organization, that is the IEEMA, which organizes Elecrama. IEEMA is a 68-year-old organization which has many firsts to its credit. It's one of the first organizations in the Asia to have ISO certification. We are currently having more than 814 members across the entire value chain of the Indian electrical industry. More than 90% of the equipment which is currently installed in this country, in India, is manufactured and contributed by the members of IEEMA. Today, we also serve as a platform for the industry, many various forums. We have about 20 forums which discuss and try to address day-to-day issues which they face in their businesses. One of our most important activity, I would say, is to create a showcase for the Indian electrical industry and the capability of Indian electrical industry in the form of Elecrama. Slide. Okay. I have already informed you about the various activities which we do, an association which usually does these activities. We also have one or two USPs. One is the price variation clause, which primarily is a mitigation, I would say a price mitigation tool, which whenever there are increase in prices across various raw materials over a long-term contract, the price variation clauses of IEEMA are used, and they are also used by ADB, World Bank and United Nations. So it's a very important tool. Now it has been put on it's an online tool nowadays, and you can even calculate what is the price variation which you are supposed to get when you enter into a variable contract, variable price contract. Coming back to Elecrama, Elecrama is now 2016 would be the 12th edition of Elecrama. We started Elecrama in 1990, and today it has grown to be the single largest standalone exhibition for transmission and distribution industry in the world. We have about 110,000 footfalls, about visitors coming from 120 countries, we have more than 30 countries, exhibitors coming from. We also have the reverse buyer-seller meet, where we had about 375 international buyers participating in the last Elecrama at Bangalore. Once again, we will be organizing Elecrama at Bangalore, and this time the show would be much bigger, and we will ensure that the experience of both the visitors, exhibitors, buyers, sellers, consultants, etc. is much more enhanced than what it was in 2014. That's our responsibility, because today almost 85% of the area, exhibition area, has been sold, and hardly anything is left to sell. It's a very happy situation, and I thank you for your attention, and I will now hand over this to my colleague Mr. Ajay Mahajan, who is the head of sales and marketing for trade fairs in IEEMA. Thank you very much. Nice speaking to you guys.
Well, thank you, Anil. Thanks for the introduction, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank you for taking time out and we attend this first webinar on Elecrama. Now I will take this opportunity to present Elecrama to you in a bit more detail and take you through the key features of the event, the key highlights, the concurrent events and conferences, and what's in it for you. Yes. Let me begin by asking a small question. I'm sure all of us at various times of our lives have felt that, you know, what it would be if we had a crystal ball in our hand through which we could look at the future and get to know the future. That, you know, and what is the future is of interest to all of us, and we are curious about it. As far as the world of electricity is concerned, the same crystal ball, there are numerous things happening across the world. In different regions, we are seeing different trends as far as electricity is concerned. Be it shift towards renewables in Middle East, be it focus on green technology and intelligent electricity in Far East, or off-grids and microgrids focus in Africa's, or we are seeing contraction of demand in Europe. All that, if we were to see this, the diversity of the world in electricity at one place, that one place is, and that one geography is India. It is a microcosm of the large macrocosm that the world is as far as electricity is concerned. Here, power diversity is present in its complete strength. Only in India do you have world scale capabilities and capacities being talked about, be it capacity addition by 2030 of 700 gigawatts, which is approximately the electricity generation in Europe, or it is a transmission line of 1200 kV ultra high voltage transmission lines, or world scale 20,000 microgrid projects, or be it you know, even on all matrices, even on losses, India is at a high 27%, which is itself is a big opportunity, because we are looking at reducing these high ATC losses to 12 to 13%. So there is a huge opportunity as far as India is concerned, and no wonder we also call India a continent India, because the scale that we're talking about is no less than a continent. And to top it all, today we have a scenario where the government of India has opened its arms to welcome investments into India, and the government is providing everything possible to invite investors into India to set up manufacturing facilities and to cater to this huge 250 billion possible investments in next 5 years. And we're looking at an electrical industry in India which is slated to grow from present $22 billion to about US $100 billion in next 7 years. In this, against this backdrop of continent India providing you the entire spectrum of electricity, Make in India program being run by the government of India, which is welcoming investments with open arms, there is no other forum better than Elecrama. And we are proud to state openly that this is today the World Electricity Forum, where the world converges to meet over 100 small and large corporations who are exhibiting. You get to evaluate tens of thousands of products and solutions which will be on display, to rub shoulders and network with more than 100,000 very focused business visitors from across the world, and you get to access multi-billion-dollar opportunity of not only in India but across the world. So we exhort you to come and participate in Elecrama, which is the World Electricity Forum. No doubt it is today, we can probably also say that Elecrama is the largest, single largest exhibition of electrical products and the most diverse. And it's going to be organized from 13th to 17th of February 2016 at the Bangalore International Exhibition Center in Bangalore, India. We've seen that the potential of India as a nation and the concept of Elecrama and the relevance of Elecrama has seen this event grow by leaps and bounds in the last 25 years. From about 9,500 square meters gross area in 1990 to 77,000 square meters, which was the 2014 edition. It's the single largest congregation of men, machine and ideas. And the growth in itself talks about the success of this concept and of Elecrama. Now comes some of the key matrices that I would like to share in terms of, to give you a better idea as to the entire diversity of Elecrama. We have more than 1,000 exhibitors, 100,000 visitors, participation from, in terms of exhibiting, from about 250 countries, visitors from about 100 countries, business transactions that were last recorded during the RBSM in 2014 were over in excess of $200 million. And to make Elecrama, this makes Elecrama a very successful business exhibition event for the world. Let me also ask you and pose you a question. Where else can you find at a single platform more than 500 control and switchgear companies, or for that matter 350 transformer companies, or 325, more than 300 cable and conductor companies? Or I would say, come and see the entire range of products from 110 volts to 1200 kV. Or let's say you are interested in understanding the trends in smart grids and the future of electricity, or how electricity is going to be consumed. There is only one platform where you can access the world of electricity, and that's Elecrama. Elecrama also provides you an unparalleled opportunity to network with the who's who of electrical industry. This is one forum where top CEOs of some of the world's largest companies agree to not only participate but also become the ambassador for the event. I think nothing else can sum up the importance and stature and relevance of this event. From buyers from more than 100 countries, whether it could be contractors or your user industry or the public and private utilities. In terms of government participation, we see huge participation from the energy departments of various countries, and within India, the various state governments and the union government. The utilities are present in the full force. The foreign missions in India or various countries are represented by the ambassador or the deputy ambassador of that country. Various development agencies are there. The importers are present in strength. You could also rub shoulders with the finance community and the technologists and the knowledge-based sector, be it the engineering colleges or the students. So that encompasses the entire spectrum of the electrical world. Elecrama is not only just an exhibition, it is also much more. There are numerous forums for gathering knowledge, for transacting business, and for networking. Some of them are listed here. CEO Summit brings together 200 top CEOs. Reverse Buyer Seller Meet, also called the Change Exchange Meet, brings together 600 buyers from various countries who transact business with the exhibitors who are present at Elecrama. Innovation Day is day to celebrate innovation, technology upgradation, and the pioneering work which is happening at our engineering institutions. This is also a social responsibility initiative by IEEMA, where we encourage engineering students to showcase their projects. For the technical minded, there are highly focused technical sessions by SIGRE, and also for the first time we would have an important conference with the finance community called Network to Network, and we will bring the finance fraternity on the same platform with the electrical industry. So just to sum up, whether it's for networking, whether for technology upgradation, whether for knowledge or discussing financial options, there are many things happening at Elecrama. Other than these conferences, there are two major international scale co-located events that we are organizing along with Elecrama. The first is the International T&D Conclave, which brings together the T&D industry with its stakeholders. And for the first time, the maiden edition of the World Utility Summit. This is a 2-day summit, and the CEOs of top 50 world utilities would be on the same stage discussing extremely relevant topics which affect the utilities today, and that this is going to be a pioneering initiative that we are taking this year. And we're organizing this along with IEEE, which, as you may be aware, is the largest association of electronic and electrical engineers in the world. Some other attractions would also include experiential platform pavilions, where we are talking about the basic theme of electricity. One would be the 125 years of electricity, which is where we will showcase the evolution of electricity, and another would be the energies of tomorrow. Here we want to focus on the renewable energies and the future technology in terms of how electricity is going to be consumed. As I mentioned earlier, Elecrama has had the honor of some of the top CEOs of the world leading companies being the ambassadors of this event, being present at this event, and being actively engaged with this event. And it's an honor, and we are very sure that this is only going to get strengthened in this next edition of Elecrama. Finally, as far as the venue is concerned, this is Elecrama 16 is going to be organized at the BIEC in Bangalore. This is the helicopter view of the event. This is LEED certified event and one of the most I would say, technologically advanced and best facility available for exhibitions in India. IEEMA, as my colleague Anil had already introduced, we are the organizers of Elecrama and proud organizers of Elecrama. The event is being supported by the 4 ministries: Ministry of Power, which is of course the parent ministry of our association, Ministry of Heavy Industries, Ministry of Commerce, and Department of Industrial Promotion and Policy and Promotion. And IEEMA is also a proud partner with the Government of India for the Make in India program. And Elecrama is a UFI supported event, approved event, and Karnataka is the host state and providing us all the support in organizing this successfully again. With this, I come to the end of this presentation and would like to once again invite you to come over to Elecrama and to experience this unique and diversified and largest exhibition on the electrical industry. Now, after this, I'm going to just take you through a couple of small videos. The first is on Elecrama 16, and the next one would be on the Elecrama 14. Just a quick retrospect of Elecrama 14.
A revolution is round the corner. Decarbonising and access to electricity for all is fueling the change. The movers and makers from the world of electricity will be the protagonists. Continent India is said to be the hotbed and drive this change, where all topics of electricity are concurrent. Elecrama takes the center stage to provide the platform. Perhaps the biggest congregation of men, machines and ideas that power the world. Welcome to your only World Electricity Forum. Join us at Bangalore, India during the 13th to 17th of February 2016 to become the change. Make in India to make it to the world.
Elecrama, the world's largest electrical exhibition, showcasing transmission, distribution, conservation products and technologies. Elecrama is not just an exhibition, but also a robust and reliable strategic business tool, which expands horizons and maximizes networking opportunities for all participants. Brand Elecrama has been consistently bucking the trend in the space of exhibitions. The constant growth rate over 2 decades of its existence, spanning many business cycles. Elecrama is the premier destination for all the stakeholders in power T&D ecosystem, offering distinct takeaways for all constituents. Manufacturers, fast-track your growth, increase your global exports, beat the slowdown, future-proof your business. Find the perfect launchpad to showcase your business. Electric utilities, find the best technologies. Explore the future. Technologists and power professionals. Listen to the leaders. Interact and interface. Build strong network. Increase traction and bandwidth. Students get to showcase innovation to the industry. Interact with industry leaders. For the first time, IEEMA organized International T&D Conclave to outline USD 30 billion global business opportunities to Indian T&D equipment industry. The third IEEMA CEO Summit was organized on the theme The Power Situation in Karnataka, and the state's plan to support industry with power. Trafotech 2014, the 9th International Conference on Transformers, was organized themed Transformers for Smart Grid. Change Exchange 2014, second reverse buyer seller meet, witnessed 6,000 plus meetings done by over 400 qualifiers with female sellers, resulting in an estimated business generation. Exhibitors Night, an electrifying evening of fun, food, entertainment, and felicitation for efforts and entrepreneurship was organized for exhibitors featuring the Bollywood's hottest dynamic duo, Vishal and Shekhar. Innovation Day highlighted the creative potential and recognized exemplary innovations. Every moment an experience, every event a learning, everywhere is opportunity. It is a movement that energizes the party and the industry. If power is your business, then Elecrama is your growth strategy. Hope to see you in Elecrama 2016.
Well, that brings us to the end of the two videos as well, and so may I open the floor for question answers? Okay, I have the first question coming from Mr. John from South Africa. Can you arrange factory visits for us? For sure, we can try, provided we can get the request well in time, and we will definitely try and help and arrange this for you. Can I have the next question? Okay, the next question is, what is the system for? Second question from John is, what is the system for one-to-one meeting? For one-to-one meeting, again, John, we would need to know from you who are the companies, exhibitors that you're wanting to meet. And once we have this information, then we would share with you the slotted time and date, and then put you to the concerned or the desired company. You could write to Sudeep.Sarkar, S-U, right here? Okay, I'll just write that. It is sudeep.sarkar@IEEMA.org. It's SUDEEP.SARKAR@IEEMA.org. Yes, the next question is from Mr. Dave from Netherlands. The question is to know about Indian suppliers of several electrical items. I'm not really very clear as to the question. Can I understand the question in a bit more detail? What exactly is it? Okay, okay, right. Now I understand. So the question is essentially that you would like to know about the exhibitors. The exhibitor details are as of now there on the website www.elecrama.com. You could go there and you could have a look at the list of exhibitors who are already there with us. During the exhibition or closer to the exhibition, we would also have the complete exhibitor catalog, which has the details of all the exhibitors along with their products and the contact people, which can of course be had by you. Yeah, next question please. Next question from Mr. Franco from France. From where can we get tenders of India for electrical components? One, of course, would be the Ministry of Power website. What I can also do is, Mr. Franco, that I can, if I get your email ID, I can also send this information to you. I can collate this information and send it across to you. Would that be fine? Next question is from Mr. Dhananjay. What is the growth projection of transmission business in next 5 years? Well, the industry in the last years has been growing at a CAGR of about 8 to 10%, and it is again likely to grow to by about a CAGR of about 10 to 12% in this year, and there's a likelihood that with the ambitious plans of the Government of India and the Ministry of Power of investments, which I shared in my presentation, of about $250 billion in next 5 to 7 years, if all of that really gets implemented and executed, then of course this we are looking at a much higher CAGR. But as of now, what is visible from the trend as of date, it's at a CAGR of 10 to 12%. Next question is from Mr. Fundurax from Thailand. How many zone you gonna arrange, like material zone, machinery zone, for the exhibition?
This is Mr. Anil Nagarani once again, and I would like to answer this question. Dear sir, please note that the Indian electrical industry is a very heterogeneous industry, and primarily the exhibitors do not like to be clubbed in one particular I would say zone for transformers or cables. That's why we do not have any particular zone for any particular product. We do ensure that heavy equipment is usually on the ground floor. We also try to have bigger players surrounded by smaller players, so that you have a vendor, you have a buyer and a vendor kind of arrangement. But otherwise, we do not have any, I would say, force on anyone to participate in any particular zone or in a very in any particular product specific pavilion. We do not have that as yet. For the first time, we are trying to put up a specific pavilion for renewable energy. We hope to succeed on that. We have already got 3 or big players who have shown interest. So this will be a start, and probably next time we will have a little more, zoned in exhibitors. Thank you.
Next question is from Mr. Jean-Paul from Benin. I want to represent the materials in country Benin.
I think that we would not be able to answer to this query because we do not have that kind of, it is not actually in the scope of the association for this type of service to be given to its members or to the stakeholders. Thank you.
Or are you saying that you want to represent?
Next slide. Yes, we can introduce you to a number of companies in India. I would suggest that you please come to Elecrama, and we will guarantee you that we will introduce you to at least 1,000 exhibitors who will all be there. Plus also there will be a number of buyers, and you will definitely get an opportunity there if you come and participate in Elecrama.
Trends on cable jacketing.
Trends for cable jacketing.
The next question is from Mr. Fundurax from Thailand, and the question is, what are the trends for cable jacketing in next 10 years?
Yeah, the trends for cable jacketing in the next few years would actually depend on how fast the industry is growing, and primarily in the low voltage we are looking at FRLS sheathing or the LSOH sheathing, that is cables which are HCl free or which do not have the chloride content in the jacketing. With regard to the HT cables, the most popular item which is nowadays or the sheathing which is nowadays used is the HDPE, and even in the XLPE there are newer and newer items coming almost every day. We are having somebody or the other coming out with new material which can be used, which actually reduces the water tree effect and gives a better insulation and also rodent protection. Thank you. Next question.
Question number 8, Mr. Marco from Spain. Are there any sightseeing to the delegates?
Yes, Mr. Marco, we would be glad to help you in the sightseeing. India is a very big country and a very, very diverse country. We have snow at the one end and the desert on one side and the ocean at the other end. So we have tied up with Thomas Cook, which is one of the largest, I would say, travel agencies in the world, and they are our official agent, and they will definitely love to help you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I take your leave now. Thank you.
If there are no more questions, then we could end this session. So I believe there are no more questions. So I take this opportunity to once again thank everyone, all the participants of the webinar who spared their valuable time to be here and to understand and know about Elecrama. It shows your interest in this event, and we welcome that. And we would be happy to provide any assistance, whether be it in terms of booking space at the exhibition or in terms of visiting the exhibition. As Anil mentioned to you, there is a travel agent who will help you in every possible way. And for any other information, you could write to myself. My email ID is ajay.mahajan@eema.org. That's ajay.mahajan@eema.org, and we'll be only too glad to help you. So thank you once again, and see you at Elecrama 16.